welcome back, welcome back. This poor wig, it's solely a Halloween wig, so it is hanging on for its dear life. It's been through a few Halloween looks with me. So I'm gonna moisturize my face like I always do, and then we're going to block out our brows because I feel like a lot of these masks don't have brows unless they are drawn on. I like to consider myself somewhat of an expert in these porcelain masks because my mom used to collect, well, she still has a bunch hanging on her wall, just not these little half faces. So we're gonna block out our brows because that's not the vibe we're going for today. I will leave a tutorial in the bottom bar if you guys struggle with blocking out your brows. It's a really good one from Creative Cliche. And then I'm gonna take a white pencil and just map out where our face mask is going to be. This look is inspired by a few artists, so I will leave them all linked in the bottom bar for you guys to check out. They're really great IG pages, TikTok pages for just Halloween looks, makeup in general. So make sure you check them out. This like shape of the mask is mainly inspired by Guerriero. Like I just love all of her looks. Her TikToks are just so good. So once we get this mapped out, we are also going to fill in the mask, obviously with some white. I'm just using a white cream paint. This guy is from Amazon. It's basically like a knockoff flash palette. I have a couple of these because my flash palette is just spent already. I don't even have any white left inside of it. So I do have like a creepy version of a face mask. It's on my TikTok if you guys want to check it out. I just don't know if it will make it to YouTube this year, and that's why I basically have no white face paint. If you are using cream paints, you're going to want to set it. You can use translucent powder. I'm just using this super white powder from Ben Nye. It's basically just a very white powder, but if you use cream, you have to set it. Otherwise, you know, it's just going to get all messy and things are going to be slipping and sliding all over the place, and that's not what we want. So to start off the look, again, I didn't really have a set vibe of what we were going with. I knew I wanted her to be like bright and colorful because I had just done a devil look. So I was like, all right, we got to do like a cute look. So I'm just going to go in with some pinks and purples. This is like a cranberry shade, but we're going to deepen this up and make this more purpley on the outer corner. I knew I wanted her to look a little bit like a clown. So you will see that I will start kind of creating that clown kind of triangular pointed face paint that they go with. After this look was done, I felt like somebody had painted my face at the fair, which I was very into because I'll still get my face painted at the fair. I don't care. I love face paint. So we're going to create that shape. You'll see it kind of come together. And I'm just using shades of purples and pink. And if you do any look where your eyebrows are covered, just be cautious. Like when I'm going over my brows, I'm just using a really light hand because you will see your brow hairs start to poke through. So if you do cover your brows with any look you're doing and you're putting shadow over them, just use a very light hand. I'm gonna cut my crease out because I wanted to put something here. I didn't use white because the white was just so creamy. So that's why it's like a more, you know, concealer tone. And when I first put this shade on, I was like, I didn't love it. It looked more pink in the palette, but when I put it on my lids, it looked very red. So I'm gonna go over it with a hot pink eyeshadow. And then with a little teeny tiny brush and the same purple shade, we're just going to kind of enhance that and bring it around and up and just darken it and start getting some more definition and shape going. You can see that little point is really starting to come to life. One of my favorite things with having white face paint on though is you can just take like a white eyeshadow and really start to blend everything out. So that's what I'm doing so that everything looks nice and soft and we don't have any harsh lines. Doesn't really look like it, but this is a darker purple shade. I don't know what happened in this video, but my camera lights were just so bright. I almost didn't put this video up because the lighting was just like irritating me through editing, but I was like, no, we did it. It's going up. So I wanted to add some more contrast and stuff to the outer corner, and I was gonna glue a bunch of jewels on, but then I found this like really chunky glitter, and I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna put this chunky glitter on the side of our face. So that's what I'm doing. It was very difficult to get on because it was like in this weird little tube, so I was just getting it on by all means necessary. I did end up spilling the entire little tube of glitter. This is me right here saying perfect. Just perfect. So since she has a more clowny porcelain face mask, we're gonna give her some cute little round cheeks. So I'm just gonna draw like little half circles. One of them ended up being like more of a full circle. They weren't perfectly symmetrical, which I liked. It kind of gave like a more realistic vibe to this little broken mask. And we're also gonna add a little purple circle to our nose. This is just the purple cream paint that's in that same flash palette from Amazon. And then, you know, we can't leave them just like as is. So we're gonna just throw in some different shades of purple and pink. And then eventually we'll go in with black because I was like, something is missing. So once I started adding black to the look, that's when I feel like everything really started to pop. Then with a black liner, we're just gonna outline the outer corner, outer edges of our face mask, and then we'll take some brown shadow and start creating a little bit of shadow so it looks like it's popping off of our face. This part of the video, my camera would not focus. It's on autofocus, so it should just focus on my face automatically, but I feel like the glitter was really throwing it off, or it couldn't see my eyes or something. So some of these clips I had to cut a lot out because it was just completely out of focus. But the idea is you want the shadow to be darkest right at the edges of the mask and then fade out to a lighter brown, just so it gives you the illusion that you're wearing a face mask. Also, I do have foundation on the lower part of my face. I had to cut that part out because it was just, you couldn't even see me. It was just one big blur. So after I've done some shading, I will go back over the black line just to intensify it and make it a little bit thicker. Now I'm just gluing some little ribbon bows to the side, like where the strings would hang for the mask. These were actually purple, and I was like, no, we can't have purple ones, so I just spray painted them black. And you can find these little guys at Michael's. Now for underneath the eyes, we're really just gonna pop some purple and some pink under there. I'm sorry that this is out of focus, but none of these clips were really in focus when I was trying to edit. So I'm just adding pink and purple, the same that was going on top of our lids, and dragging the hot pink like more down into the corner, like off the edge of our mask. I felt like something was missing on my forehead, so I was like, I'm just gonna add some shading up here. So I'm just starting with a little bit of pink and then darkening and defining it more with some purple. Then with some white water activated paint, I'm just gonna add some highlights to certain points on my face. I'm sorry that it was out of focus. It's driving me bananas. I'm adding some black cream and some black eyeshadow to our lower lash line. And then for our lips, these things are fully overlined. I started with pink, like a pink cream from that same Flash palette, and filled my lips in. And then I started to kind of define and intensify everything with eyeshadow. So I went in first with a purple eyeshadow and then a pink eyeshadow. And then I was like, nah, these lips just ain't working for me. So then you'll see I'll start going in with black to really pop these things. And you can see I like winged out my top lip just a little bit, not as much as I do when it's like an evil look, but it is extended, as you can see, just like ever so slightly. And I only do it to the top lip. Like if you're gonna do it, don't drag it from your bottom lip because it'll look a little off. So if you do want to do this extended lip, just drag it from your corner of your top lip only. And then, as you can see, these lips are fully purple now. There's no pink. And I'm going to just intensify everything with black. We'll throw some more pink in there in a minute. Just wait. I took that same white water activated paint and just threw some random highlights around the face and underneath the eyes. I also popped in some contacts. These are technically UV yellow, but they make my eyes look green, and I am okay with that. Taking a little piece of ribbon. I originally was gonna have it like I was actually wearing the mask, but then when I glued it on, which I'm just gluing it on with some eyelash glue right behind that little ribbon we glued onto our face, and I saw the string like hanging down, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep the string just like hanging here because I liked how it looked better. So you can make them super long, super short. You could tie it like around the back of your head, like actually make it look like you're wearing a mask, but I just liked the vibe of them hanging there. So I glued them both on and then gave them a trim. And then I'm going to just tuck them into my hair so they kind of get like that little swoop back, and they stay if you tuck them into a wig especially. So that is it for this look. I put on some purple gloves, and then I had just like random accessories in my Halloween closet. So I put on like a little neck ruffle and some little wrist ruffles. So that is it for my porcelain face mask clown girl. We're gonna call her Blinky, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So I will see you super soon in a new video. Bye guys.